Hi guys, and welcome back to Home is Grown. So I'm just starting out checking on my little garden experiments that are on my deck, looking at my strawberry plants, which I have rehabbed back to health, and I will actually start talking about that right now. One there, some in there. Now, the story behind these strawberries is that I had look at that, I had these strawberry plants earlier in the season, but we hit a really bad heat um a really bad heat wave. I think it was the first heat wave of the season, and my plants died. But I was able to salvage them, and then as these things, I don't have an example because there's not one on here. But as they expand, they have these little feelers that grow out. I just transplanted those into here, and now, as you see, we have some blossoms here, and we will eventually get some fruit. This is my zinnia plant. I tend to really harvest off of this one as far as my plants. Oh, my morning glories. Getting some blooms here, but this is really about the end of this plant, honestly. Same thing with my marigolds and my herb garden. Dunkadoo. Okay, now off to the main garden. I do see some things that I can harvest. I'm getting to I believe the end of these, but look. We have some green beans. Now I did blanch some yesterday. But I tend to harvest for 3 days and then blanch the harvest that I get for 3 days. I need to come in here and do some collard greens. I might actually end up doing that tonight just to get out the way. As you can see, my cucumber plant, which is this one right here. Squash, cucumber. Here, look. I think this might be my cucumber plant. Has made its way all the way over here. So next year, this I will do better with making sure that my cucumbers have their own bed or enough space to really thrive. I mean, they're thriving. Don't get me wrong, they're thriving. The other thing I have to look into is what is going on with this. I don't know if this is heat damage. I don't know what that is, but I want to look into it. I mean, I've still been harvesting. It doesn't seem like there's anything wrong with them. And my cucumbers are here. Cucumbers, what do you call these things? My carrots are in there. I really did too much in this bed. I did a lot more than I should have. But I know now not to overcrowd. Next time. I'll grab you maybe tomorrow. Definitely overcrowded because my pepper plants really suffered. I mean, I harvest them and I've been freezing them and I get them, but as you can see, like this poor guy is like all the way leaned over. I don't even think I got any fruit. Oh no, there we go. There is someone there. We got one. We got somebody here. Got some marigolds down here. My cucumber plant. I think this is really beautiful. So I don't mind it going and kind of taking on its own whatever. I have some more sweet peppers here. I really need to figure out the whole sweet pepper thing because I feel like the ones that I harvested this year didn't really grow big. And I don't know if that's just because I plucked them too early out of fear. Like I didn't pluck them at this size, but I did at maybe a little bit larger than that. But as you can see, my cucumber plant is thriving. Just trying to look in there and see if I see anything. And there's some. You look in there. I have one here. There's a guy right here. There's a couple guys down here. Actually, I'm gonna take you. Whew. Nice size. So yes, in this bed we had, I think, a jade green bean here, carrots. I had did 2 yellow squash plants here, 2 green ones over there. I don't know if you can see, but there's like a little, I saw it in there somewhere. There's like a little cucumber. But anyways, then a cucumber plant, which is completely taking over. Then I did some green peppers and some hot peppers. Here I had corn. Again, experimenting. These are my first raised beds. So I was experimenting to see what I could do. It didn't work out as well as I thought it was going to work out. So I just pulled those up last week. And my intention was to plant broccoli. And I never got it out to do that because I actually realized I don't have broccoli seed. But I do have Brussels sprout. So I might do Brussels sprout because my family does like Brussels sprout. We roast them up. Garlic, olive oil, salt and pepper. And we tend to like them. So I only want to grow and the things that my family actually is eating. I don't want anything to go to waste. And I probably didn't even have to pull some of these, honestly. Again, I think I'm getting to the end of this, which is fine. So yeah, I think I'm getting to the end of this. We'll see. I could pull these. One of these are small. I like them to be a little bit bigger. I don't know what's going on with you. These do look sick though, and I don't know really what to do with them. But as you can see, these are a little bit on the smaller side. And actually, I don't think they're gonna grow anymore because look, it's broken off. So we'll just harvest what's on here and throw the rest out. I'll just see if there's anything else in here. Okay. A little something, something. This was by far one of my favorite crops to grow, or vegetables to grow, were green beans. Like, by far my absolute favorite. All right, so these tomatoes are at the end, I'm sure. Well, this one maybe not. Let me see. One of these, yeah, all my tomatoes from this plant always end up split. So I don't know, again, learning what to do, what not to do. I was in the earlier part of the season having the issue with the black dot at the bottom. So a quick Google search will really help you when you have questions about things happening in your garden. I quickly looked up about the black spot and then also why my tomatoes are splitting. I still have some research and videos to look into to kind of get more background on how to prevent this, but Google is always a really good reference just in case you need some help. Another thing was I tried grow bags, and as you can see, I have 2 tomato plants in here. Was not thinking when I did that. So as you can see, another thing is these aren't ripening quickly, and that's because I have not pruned these back. The minute I were to prune these, like in the next couple of days, honestly, a lot of what you see green on here would start to blush. So I do need to do that. I did, believe it or not, prune all this back, and it has since grown. Marigolds look beautiful. They are doing awesome. Loving them. What do we have down here? Oh, you look good. I'm actually gonna keep you. And I'm just gonna pull some of these. That the post that I just posted. Oh, down goes Fraser. The post that I posted today about harvest was what I picked up on Saturday. I think Saturday or Sunday. So anything that's like this, that's about to blush, I literally just put in my windowsill and wait till they get nice and red. I can't remember what species of Roma tomatoes and cherry tomatoes these are. But the cherry tomatoes are actually a lot bigger than I thought they were going to be. Some of these I'll wait a little bit longer. But I'm seeing some spots. Let me see these things. I'm seeing some, don't know what that is. I have to do some research. Don't know what that is. But I want to try and remove what I can. I think that's it for, I do see a few nice and red ones. Oh, that one, I can't see. There she goes. She's pretty red. I'm gonna take her. Oh, another one of your friends in here. Very red. Or red enough for me, I should say. Everything else, again, I do need to prune this back. This is a bit much. Look at these guys. Ooh. All right. Oh, and then there's a friend over there.
Hello, Mother.
Ooh. I have guests that have joined me in the garden.
Mommy.
Oh, so see, I don't know. I have to do more research. If you know, let me know. Someone has gotten into this.
Can I throw this one?
Yeah. Oh. Goodness.
What about that one?
So, let's see. Huh?
This one?
Hold on. Just trying to prune some of this back. That's from what I can see. Very heavy. Oh, look at that Loma tomato here. I'll take you. And I do see some green beans on over here, and I'll grab them too. But I'm gonna grab these. Maya, on the other side, there's a plant, a tomato plant. Lift it up, it fell over.
This?
Yes, but at the bottom, closer to the floor. Down over here.
This one?
Yeah, you see at the bottom, there's tomatoes on the ground.
Oh, this.
Yeah, you see anything on there that has some, I see some things that have some blush on them.
This.
Yeah.
One. Take it off?
Yep. You can pluck that, thank you.
There's one up here.
No, that tomato plant, honestly, I think I'm gonna pull him out of commission, honestly.
I see a couple.
No, get the big one that's on the bed.
Where?
Down there. Where that same plant that you pulled from?
Uh-huh.
There's another one.
Ooh.
There's another one. Down. Come in a little bit further over. Nope, don't pull it. Did you pull it? Did it come off?
Yeah.
I just pull it. I can use that. It's over here.
This one?
Yeah, that's her. Grab her. Thank you. One right here.
Excuse me.
Look at that one. Very nice. And I'm gonna grab, she's slightly off camera. I'm gonna grab you.
I look down there.
Oh, wait. You can grab this big one. There's a big one right in here.
This one?
Yep. Thank you. And take these two. Yep, and put those in there.
It's a lot.
Yep. I'm gonna set these in the windowsill. And
What about this one?
you can pull her.
There's another red one right in between this.
Some of them I'm gonna leave for the next go around, which will probably be, if not tomorrow, in a couple of days, in like 2 days. Yeah, I'll let some of those sit for a little bit.
Cucumber.
Did that green one fall off? No, it's still in there.
Mommy,
What?
see a cucumber.
You see a cucumber?
Right here.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna let that one sit for a little longer too.
Do they get bigger?
Sometimes, like, you see this guy?
There's a lot of peppers over here.
You see this guy right here?
Mm-hmm.
Can you grab it? If not, I can.
Mm.
You feel the prickles?
Yep.
That's why we wear these things.
Mm.
Bend it a little bit and then pull it. There you go. Or twist and pull.
Like I felt it, but it didn't hurt.
Let's see what you got. Very nice. Last thing we have to do is there's some green beans that we can pull from here, and then I'm gonna get some collard. I'm gonna cut some collard greens. So you can start if you see some green beans.
Can you put this in the thing?
Here we go. Go on that side, baby. There probably aren't many on this side. Again, I think we're getting to the end of this to some degree or another. And I think next year what I will do is definitely plant some succession plants so that I continue to have green beans even in the
So far,
cooler
I
season.
got 4.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm probably not gonna, again, I think we're getting to the end. But just keep looking. So far, this is what I collected. And then there's that cucumber.
I found another one.
So we're going to run this back over to our little basket here. And I might pull some of those peppers. I think I might not. But tomorrow's
I didn't know there was some.
tomorrow's plan is definitely to get out here and prune
Look at these two.
more. Because I didn't get pictures of it, but this looked a lot better a few weeks ago, and things just grow up.
Do you want me to grab these two?
You can, yeah. They're small, but you can still. And then all this stuff out here is my junk pile because I've been a little too lazy to get that done. But there's junk pile and the fact that this is the corn that I pulled that didn't do so well because I wasn't giving it enough water, so I just scrapped that project. And I think what I'm going to do, which I saw another person do, is buy my corn locally and then just process that corn rather than trying to grow it until I get back into the desire of wanting to grow corn. And then I might do corn from the ground rather than the rose bed in the future. That little fence thing situation, I was using that in the beginning for my cucumbers and things to keep them separated. That quickly blew up. And then these other beds were used for my onions these other pots were used for onions. And I don't know what that other grow bag was there for. And one of these was used for potatoes. So all this clearly has to get cleaned up. And then any produce that kind of just wasn't great, I just threw it in there, and that kind of became a makeshift compost pile. But yes, all of this is going to get cleaned up and look better and look like a nice healthy vine. Same thing with this. I think that's gonna be my project tomorrow. So I will try to record that. But we still are harvesting. As you can see, there's still some Roma tomatoes coming in. There's still some cherry tomatoes coming in. And then you checked all these over here, baby. And I really gotta look into this. But I'm gonna throw it out my garden. I probably shouldn't be touching other stuff with this. I know. It might be the reason why I had this issue in the first place. But I do see another green bean here. And one here. Yep, I'm gonna pan on you in just a second.
Basket.
Very nice, yep. I think that's gonna be it. Can you go get me some scissors? I'm gonna try and cut some. In fact, you know what? Collard greens might get done tomorrow. I think collard greens are gonna get done tomorrow. So these are my 3 collard greens with the little bug net, which has helped. I revived these plants, Lord knows, when I didn't have these nets. And then one day they were getting eaten up, and I just put the nets over it. Woke up the next day, they were nothing but stems. So I plucked all those leaves off, gave them a good rinse from any aphids, and then please go see what's up with your brother. And then now they're thriving really well, so these will definitely be staples. And I think I'm gonna always do collard greens in this one's a grow bag, the other 2 are planters. Actually no, I have a grow bag, planter grow bag. I think I'll always do them in the grow bag or a planter because these babies are thriving. And as it gets a little bit cooler, it's good. Ooh. Grab one last one that I happen to see, and then we're gonna call it a day. In fact, I'm gonna go visit my chickens, and then we will pick up where we left off tomorrow. I'm hoping to be able to harvest some of these jalapenos that are growing here because I have a lot of them. But I like them to get a little bit larger. And then in my next season, I'd like to try a different type of pepper altogether. I mean, I like jalapenos, but I think I'm gonna also try another type of pepper and learn how to trellis my cucumbers. All lessons to be learned. So we'll grab our basket, close my garden with my little makeshift. Oh, you can see some of that into the corn that didn't really survive. Close up my little makeshift. Now mind you, the bunnies, this doesn't really keep the bunnies out. If anything, this was to keep my chickens out. Because my chickens were free ranging. And you can see this is kind of overgrown. But we'll take care of all that tomorrow. So, I'm gonna visit the girls. Mr. Bunny Rabbit is gone. We have a lot of rabbits, man. Hello, girls. Hello, girls. Hello, girls. You can see the remnants of the watermelon that I gave them earlier. Water looks okay. Your grit has fallen over. And you do have some shells. What? Alright, chickies. Okay, well, we'll just visit you guys tomorrow. So at this point, I'm really done the video because now I'm making my way back to the house to see if I can try and fix the screen door. So I don't really have the opportunity to do like an outro because now I'm hyper focused. I did cut my visit with my chickens a little short, but there's always the next day. So thank you for tuning in, and until next time, bye.